Standing in mountain pose, Tadasana. That head is just pushing and lifting towards the ceiling. Shoulders rolling back and down. Legs are soft, glutes can be gently on. Feet pushing into the floor, feeling the earth. As you inhale, turn the palms out, lift to prayer above the head. Exhale, forward fold. 2 breaths here. Take the right leg back, then lift up. And standing lunge. Then opening out to warrior. So left arm comes forward, right heel drops down. Holding here. Left knee's bending deep. Flip the front palm, lift it up. Breathe in. And then bring that arm down to the thigh, right arm by the ear. Moving to Skandasana. Toe over to the right foot, turn the toes out, bending that right knee, hands to the floor. Maybe the left toes lift, maybe that left foot is flat on the ground. And slowly crab walk over to the other side, move around to runner's lunge, hands framing that left foot, step back to plank, all the way to the floor. High plank, low plank, up face dog. Gently push back to downward dog, lifting the hips. Right leg lifts high. Exhale the knee to chest, shoulders over wrist, tiger. Pushing the floor away with the hands, strong in the shoulders. Inhale that right leg back and out. Draw the knee forward, shoulders over wrist. One more, take it back. Lift it up. Exhale that right leg through. Lift up one more time. Standing lunge. Find the balance. As the hands come down, shift those hands forward. Lift off that back left foot. Standing splits. The head lowers. Head is heavy. Left toes can pull back to the knee. Right knee can be bent. Just helping with that suspension, that support. Then lower the left leg, forward fold. Inhale to roll up, arms up, stretch up. And exhale back to the ground. So working as a mirror, I've just changed sides. Take that left foot back, slowly coming up into that standing lunge. Arms by the ears. And opening out to warrior. That right leg is forward, left arm is back. Looking out over that front hand, that right hand. Flip the front palm. Inhale it up to the ceiling, leaning back. Reverse warrior. Exhale, right arm, elbow to thigh, left arm by the ear. Skandasana on the left leg. Push off that right leg, left toes turn out, bending deep into that left knee. Maybe you can move with those right toes lifting off the floor. Some people like to be in prayer. Crab walk over to that top foot, that right leg, hands around that foot, step back to plank, lower to the floor, high plank, low plank, up face dog. Soft in the face, soft in the jaw. Push back to downward dog, lifting up, rolling over those toes. Left leg lifted high. Next breath out, bring it into the body. Tiger, shoulders over wrist. Strong in the shoulders, pushing the floor away. Next breath in, leg goes back and up. Exhale, knee to chest, shoulders over wrist. Next breath in, left leg backing up. This time bring that leg forward to a nice lunge. Lift up, standing lunge. Bend into that back knee. This time as you bring the hands down, shift forward, kick off that back leg. Right leg lifts, standing splits. Left foot is taking all the weight. Head can be heavy, knee can be soft. Lower that right leg, forward fold. A few breaths here. As you inhale, roll up, arms up by the ears. Prayer position, and just coming back with the hands to the heart. Closing down the eyes. Just feel how the body feels, sense in. And taking the feet apart, some helicopter swings if that feels good for your body. Just releasing that tension that can build around the spine. And then we'll move into the postures. The mudra we'll work with today is the PEACE mudra. Again, the fingers, pointer finger can either tuck under the thumb or just resting in the end of the thumb. The other three fingers can be outstretched and straight. Right hand is on top of left, but the backs of the palms are facing each other. As you breathe in, take the right arm forward and out to the side, palm faces the wall. Exhale that right hand up and over the head, close the eyes, reaching up for peace with self. That's self-love, self-compassion, and aiming to always have that peace with our thoughts, our words, that kindness to all, but especially that kindness to self. As you inhale, hand goes back out to the side. Exhale the right hand under the left palm flips up. As you inhale, second round, left hand goes out to the side, palm faces the wall, fingertips in line with the ears. Exhale the left hand above the head, closing the eyes. As we reach up to that peace with others. We have that peace for ourselves. We can turn that out and have that compassion and that love for others and all that they do and say. As you inhale, that left hand goes back out to the side. Exhale that under the right, flipping the right up. Final one, turning both palms up as you breathe them forward, take them out to the side. Palms facing the walls. As you exhale the back of the palms together, flaring those fingers like the lotus flower, reaching up for peace with all, peace with the earth, peace with each other. Inhale and taking those hands back out to the side and ending where we began. Right hand on top of left. Then release. Hands to knees. Experiencing the body. Experiencing that energy through the body. And then we'll stand to work with revolving twist. Feet nice and wide, turning that right toe out, like we're going to come into warrior on the right leg, keeping that right knee straight. Some may want to soften. We revolve and bring that left arm out, like we're stretching that left arm over that right leg. You can bring it down to the thigh and start to fold forward, sliding it down the leg. Maybe you can get it on the outside of that right foot. And then from here, maybe you can straighten that leg. That right arm is going to lift for the ceiling. You can then twist even deeper, holding and breathing. So we're twisting through the spine, feeling that in the body, in the legs. It's quite a challenging shape. If you need to lower that right hand at any point, around the body or on the side of the hip, to come out, bend that right knee, slowly push up, come back to center, right toe turns in, and then the other side, left toe turns out, facing that left foot. Right hand's going to spin around. Maybe that left leg is bending. Right hand can come down somewhere on that leg. If you want to rest it there to twist, or deeper, all the way to the floor for some. And you're turning away, breathing. Maybe you're straightening that left leg, folding further forward, working that spine twist. So energy moving from that crown to the base of the sacrum and back again. Maybe that left hand that was in the air is resting on the body. Gently bend into that left leg, push on that foot to slowly stand back. Arms wide, even just a gentle forward fold, just to release any tension through the back. Take some breath here. And then we're going to lower down onto knees to work camel. So we've done the spine, we've done the brain with the mudras, working now to open up that energy center, the storehouse of prana, as well as a gentle back bend to also get into that survival mechanism, our adrenal glands. So the camel, fingers can rest on the glutes, top of the glutes, palms into the lower back. Squeeze your elbows, shoulder blades backwards. Push the hips gently forward as you squeeze the glutes. Breathe into the belly. For those that want to do a half camel, you can bring your left hand down to the left heel. Hips keep pushing forward and that right arm lifts up and over, holding and breathing. If you're in just the general camel, you can have a rest and come back to center, come back into it when you're ready. Those in this half camel, lower the hips gently, right hand to right heel, then push the hips back up, left arm lifts, breathe into the belly. Another variation of the wheel. We're stretching that vagus nerve that runs down the front of the body. When this is stretched, it helps move us into relaxation response, resting and digesting, out of that fight and flight response. Slowly we'll come back, hips to heels, forward into a child's pose of your choice, resting here. Take some breath. And then slowly come back up, tuck your toes, it'll lift up into a forward fold. And here, so working with creative glands, svadhisthana, knees can soften. Some people like to grab their arms or wrap them around the back of the legs, allowing the hips to lift and the head to gently lower as you squeeze physically those creative glands. Others may just rest here, dangling as we would. That forward fold, awareness into the body, awareness into these organs, these sexual glands, svadhisthana, this creative energy here. And then just soften those knees. We'll slowly breathe in to roll up. Just standing, rebounding. In this standing pose, feel the energy, return of blood, release of the tissues. And then we're going to step the feet nice and wide to work with a standing bandha. So, like a warrior with the wide feet, feet out on a diagonal, hands can rest on your thighs. There's a few variations we can work with. The one where we're pulling Uddiyana Bandha, belly back and up to help squeeze the pancreas, intestines, helping with digestion, and just holding that through the pose. We do it 3 times. The other option is as you hold it up and in, the muscular contraction in, without breath in the body, you can, what we call whipping bandha, so you gently release the muscle and pull it back in. But as you do this, we're not breathing. We're not doing this. We're actually allowing the breath to flow out. Stomach pulls in, and we're just whipping bandha. Your choice, how you want to do it. Hands on the thighs. Roll the shoulders back. Deep breath into the belly. Through the nose. Expand. Exhale through the mouth. As you release the breath, pull the belly back and up. Drop the chin, holding here. If you're doing the whipping, you're letting those muscles drop out and pull back in quite quickly. When you want to release, lift up, forward fold, just to soften. And we do this 2 more times. So roll up, coming back into that wide-legged warrior, hands on the thighs, deep breath in through the nose, expanding the belly. Exhale through the mouth. Keep the air out. Pull the belly back and up. Hold chin to chest. If you want to do the whipping, muscles release and pull back in. When you're ready, fold forward. Sometimes people cough. That can release the stale air that may be sitting in the bottom of the lungs. Roll up, breathe in. Back into this shape. Feet are wide, hands on the thighs. Relax the shoulders. Deep breath in through the nose, expand the belly. Exhale through the mouth. Pull the muscles back and up. Drop the chin, holding the shape. Helping that life force, the energetic level, also the emotional center, also helping release the bowels, the digestive system. And release down. And then we're going to return to the floor to work with the bow, but in the cat shape or tabletop shape. So working with the kidneys, channeling that Muladhara, that base chakra, that survival energy. We're going to work by basically holding on to opposite foot. So you bring that left leg around behind the right knee and grab hold of it with your right hand. You're going to push the foot into the hand to lift it up. And here we're basically creating that gentle compression in the lower back. If this is too difficult, both hands can be on the floor and you're just lifting that left leg up, pushing the foot to the ceiling. That will also get that gentle compression across the lower back. And holding here and breathing. Again, energy, your mind, your consciousness can be in that left side that we're squeezing, left kidney, correlating to that survival Muladhara center. Slowly release down, dome the spine, move the hips if you need. And we'll do the other side. So whether this time you're just lifting that right leg to the ceiling, base of the foot pushes up, maybe you can grab hold with the opposite hand. Left hand holding that foot, pushing the foot into the hand to help lift and also create that compression in the right side of the body. Cat bow, breathing, bringing the energy, your mind into that right side of the kidneys. And then slowly lower. Dome your spine. Move about to release any tension that's built up. And then slowly lower down onto the floor, onto elbows, to move into Sphinx. Moving up to Anahat, the heart center. Elbows push down. You can wriggle the hips. Close down the eyes. Focus the energy across the chest. As you breathe, even visualizing light, white light, where the heart is, where the lungs are. Where our mind goes, energy will flow. And slowly lower down, elbows wide, forehead under the fingers, turning the head to one side. If you need to bend knees, windscreen wiping side to side with the feet, just to help release any lower back tension that may have built. And then rolling over onto our backs, coming to work with shoulder stand. So moving now from Anahat up into the throat. So the chin to the chest, feet can be lifted, that nice gentle variation. For those that want to get into shoulder stand, you're kicking those feet gently up, pushing on the hands, tail lifts, palms can hold the lower back, holding the glutes. You can be again on that deep diagonal, or maybe going higher into that candle-like pose, feet towards the ceiling. Always be mindful of your neck. And channeling an awareness to that throat, the Shuddhi, the chakra here, the energy center. So you work here, that thyroid gland. Again, that breath, mindfulness in the area, visualizing light, or just holding awareness in that physical organ of the throat, thyroid, and voice box. And slowly lowering gravity, knees into the body, rolling down, either moving straight into fish, or you can do a nice gentle fish here, where we just lift the chin to the ceiling, the head drapes back, so looking behind you, even shuffling a little if you need, but breathing here in this position, this posture. Get awareness to your breath. Center of the skull, just above the roof of the mouth, where the pituitary and the pineal gland rest in the body. We work here on Agna, that third eye, that inner sight. And when you're ready, slowly lower down. Release the hands, turning the head gently side to side. Allow yourself just to bathe in that release and rebound. slowly make our way back up. Final posture. As we work now, the Sahasrara, crown center. So you're working all the way up through those energy centers. You can work headstand here, dolphin. I'm going to work with what we call elephant posture, where those feet are just nice and wide, downward dog shape, allowing the head to dangle between the arms, that blood and blood pressure shifting. Awareness to the top of the crown of the head, maybe an inch just above it in that space. As we breathe here, correlated to the pineal gland. And then slowly making your way down. Feet can come together if you're in elephant pose with me. Resting head on the hands, child's pose. And then ready for Shavasana, final rest. Allow yourself to move as minimal movement as possible onto your back. Finding the shape with support for the head or knees if you need. Covering yourself with a rug if you need. As the body again gives in, softens, surrenders, releases. Nice deep breath in and sigh out. Any final movement or wriggling, just to allow all those muscles to soften deeper. Allowing that greater balance. As we rest in silence, and we rest in peace. And just slowly and gently begin to wriggle fingers and toes as awareness to your physical body returns. Lift and stretch the arms, lengthen, rolling to one or both sides onto the hip, just to arch or rest in that recovery position. And then slowly push back up to a seat. Welcome back. Just moving that head just to release any final little kinks in the neck, chin to chest, windscreen wipe, rotating right to left. Deep breath in. Raise your arms through your field of influence. Hands to prayer. Those hands moving to the heart, integrating body and mind and emotions, that center of love. And bowing in thanks for the teachings and for the practice.